Eric here from 5minuteinvesting.com, and I'm very glad you're here today. And today we're going to talk about Bollinger Band and the one additional tip you must know and how it can improve your accuracy by 50%. I'm your host, Eric, and I'm a CPA. So before we dive into this one tip, I just want to explain to you the big picture so you always have it in mind. The most important thing of our investment approach is that there are only 3 steps. Find a great company, buy it at a discount, and use stock options to multiply the profit. And that's it. And right now, all I'm teaching you are these little techniques that will help improve your accuracy and make you more successful. So, let's dive right in. So in the previous video, I talked about Bollinger Band, what it means, what it does. So if you haven't watched it, remember to watch the first one. So now you know how to use Bollinger Band to identify tops and bottoms, and you know that you're supposed to buy it when it is contracting, or rely on it when it is contracting and stable, and not rely on it when it is expanding. In fact, when it is expanding, usually there's a second wave, so then you should always wait when the Bollinger Band is expanding. So how can we make Bollinger Band twice as effective? If you trade every single top and bottom of the Bollinger Band, chances are you wouldn't be very profitable, and it will be a lot of grinding and groundwork. Basically, it takes up a lot of time and the return is not that great. So now here, I'm going to give you the one tip that will improve the Bollinger Band's accuracy. Are you ready for it? The answer is, don't trade against the trend, or trade with the trend. In simple terms, you should never trade against the trend, especially when using Bollinger Band, because it doesn't have the predictability, or it doesn't have the predictive power as good as when it is with the trend. So what do I mean? If you have an uptrend, you only want to buy the dips in the Bollinger Band. If you have a downtrend, you only want to sell the tops of the Bollinger Band. But knowing me, I don't short in the market. So that means I would only buy stocks that have A, a strong trend, and B, I'll wait for a dip in the Bollinger Band, and then I'll buy it, along with other confirmation. And that's it. And if you open your own simulation, try to run it on a demo account, you'll find that Bollinger Bands are a lot more effective when you only trade with the trend. And it's a lot easier too. Now, there can be a potential problem that, well, if the trend is really strong, then you might not have an opportunity all the time. And that's okay. And generally, if you're using the weekly chart, and if you don't have my chart, go back to one of the first emails. If you're using the weekly chart, chances are there's 1 to 2 opportunities each year for a great stock that is trending that touches the Bollinger Band. There are usually 1 to 2 of these opportunities. So you just got to be patient and wait for those. And those are your very high probability trade. And you don't need to be greedy, or you don't need to be impatient that there aren't that many opportunities, because when you have a stock list of around 50 great stocks, I'm sure you'll find more than enough opportunity to fill your portfolio. And that's it. In the next video, I'm going to teach you more about trend, how to identify a good trend, how to just eyeball it, how to use some indicators. And it's going to be very important because there's an old saying, you always want to trade with the trend. Good luck. Like and subscribe below, and let me know if you have any questions.